Hi everyone, welcome to Art with Tracy Anne. My intention for today's video was to show you a whole heap of ideas on how to get inspired. I got to my first idea and got a little bit stuck because it ended up taking up the whole video. And what I'm talking about is Project Pack 4, I think, from Zentangle, and you can follow along with this on their channel. It's a great project in itself. It was lots of fun just creating all these tangles. And if you're like me, it's been sitting in the cupboard for absolutely ages. Today I intend to use it. And with this project pack came a second spinner. And this is what I created using my own ideas. And you can fill in whatever you feel like. But I'll show you what I did. So join me as we do some spinning. This is the original spinner that I completed by following along with the Zentangle project pack. Each day we just concentrated on one segment at a time. So now that it's complete, let's see what we can do with it. For my first spin, I'm concentrating on that inner circle, the numbers. I've spun up the number 8, so I'm going to choose 8 tangles. Working from the inside out, my first tangle will be crescent moon. Today I'm going to ignore the letter round and go on to the next round. And I've spun up quabog. Excuse my pronunciation. I was born in the north of England and raised mostly in Australia, so my accent gets a little bit muddy sometimes. So number 3 is nays. Now for the outer rim and Indirella. Now that I've finished doing those rounds, I'll start again from the centre. So we have Knightsbridge, Zinger, Shattuck, which is one of my favourites, and the last spin we have Rixty. I'll just recap now all the ones that I spun up. If you like, you could just use this list and spin one at a time. That way you're not quite sure what's coming next, and that's a really good technique. On my second spinner, I added a few different categories. So I've added tools, paper, so you've got different surfaces. I also used moods and themes. If you like, you could put colours, and if you spin up a number, that's the amount of colours you use. It really is up to you how you use this second spinner. On my first spin, I'm ignoring the numbers and going straight to the tools. The tools I'll be using will be Prismacolor pencils. On my next spin, the paper, large black cardboard. The mood will be silly. That'll be interesting. And for the theme, we've got magic. Because I've used the last two categories, this is obviously going to be Zentangle Inspired Art. So this is just a little recap of what I'm going to produce. So I've had a little bit of a play around and done a quick sketch and transferred a light outline onto my black card using white charcoal pencil. So here's my first pattern, and that is Knightsbridge. As you can see, it's a magician's hat, and I thought I'd have a wand going into it with all kind of magic coming from within the hat. For the band, I'm using Shattuck. If you've never used Prismacolor pencils on black card before, you should try it. It gives quite a nice effect. I'll draw a few quabog, however you say that, sprouting out from the hat. And to make it a bit silly, I'll give them some googly eyes. You might be able to see this very faint wavy line, which I thought might look a little bit like almost smoke or wisps of magic. I've left a gap because that's where my magic wand's going to be. And now I'll make this into Zinger. I'm just using 2 shades of blue for this zinger and blending them in together. Here we have Rixty, another swirl of magic. Because my magic wand is long and thin, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to use the pattern Nays. You can see I'm pressing quite hard with my white pencil. I'm only using the one colour, so I don't need to worry about building up layers. It's really important to keep your pencil nice and sharp, otherwise you're not going to get nice thin lines. As it is, my lines are looking quite thick, but that's okay. When I draw crescent moon, I like to shade it so it makes the pattern look as if you're looking down into a canyon or something. And I thought this would be ideal for using on the inside of the hat, as if that hat's got some depth to it. You can see I'm using my black pencil here to outline the shattuck, and I'm going to outline the whole piece. It's a technique I used to use when I was teaching. I drew pictures on the chalkboard and outlined them with black chalk, and it really makes the rest of it stand out. You wouldn't think of doing that when you've got a black background. And as I'm shading the base of this hat, I'm just using the black pencil and then blending it with a cotton tip. Now I'll add a little bit of Indirella so it looks like little sparks of magic radiating out from that hat. This project is something I would never have dreamed up on my own, but you can see by giving yourself little challenges, it just pushes you to think outside of the box. And there you have it. A touch of magic. Well, that result was quite unexpected, but that's the whole point. So have fun with your spinners. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and until next week, keep spinning, and bye for now. There's a couple more of my videos here on the screen, just click on those, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.